Hey guys, my name is Spencer Kaufman. Thank you for watching the Deception Tips videos. They're all about teaching you how to read people and detect deception so that you will be able to tell if someone is lying to you. Today we are going to talk about a cool sign that is actually part of a cluster of behaviors. It is really two signs in one. So if you see this, you know that there's something going on, and it will often be paired with other signs of deception that are very obvious. This is a very obvious sign. It is one that is very easy to see, and it is something that even if you're struggling with all of these other signs that we've been talking about, or if you're having a hard time with half of them, this one you will get. You will be able to understand it because it is very, very outward and open, and it's easy for you to watch and pay attention to. So here it is. This is deception tip number 29. When accused, a liar will often take a step backward and sometimes raise their hands as if to ward off the accusation. So as I said, this is more of a two-part sign. Sometimes you'll only see one part, sometimes you'll only see the other. So typically the first part would be taking a step backward. They're warding off the accusation. They're stepping away from it. They're fleeing from it. Someone is accusing them of something, or is suggesting that they did something, or maybe that they are associated with something. It doesn't even have to be an accusation. It could say like, were you there, or were you with so-and-so? And this could sometimes even be incorporated with distancing language, such as that person or that one. We've talked about that before. Now, this is stepping back. And now the reason that they are stepping backward is the situation is, let's just say, right here. There is the bubble that's around each person, and then there is that bubble that's around the whole group. So if they're in a group and someone suggests that this person was with someone or did something or is associated with something, they're stepping back to get away from that bubble or that group that they're in. They're fleeing the situation, fleeing that accusation, because that accusation in their mind is within the confines of this group. So if they step out of that bubble or out of that group, now they're getting away from it. They're saying, no, I'm not associated with that. I am not involved. Usually, you'll see this with verbal stuff as well. They may even vocally say, no, that wasn't me. And if they put their hands up, now that's another one, because typically, when do people raise their hands? Really, humans, we don't really raise our hands at all. The only time we raise our hands is in celebration, like yes type of a thing, or in fear, or saying like I didn't do it, it wasn't me. So for example, when police come into a building or when someone pulls a gun on someone, hands automatically go up. It is a natural response. It is saying, I don't have anything, I am not a threat, it wasn't me, I didn't do it. So if they step backwards, they're now retreating from the situation, and they raise their hands, they're saying, I didn't do it, it wasn't me, not me. Now, although that could be truthful, because if it's an instant response, like if someone has a gun, the first instinct is pull up your hands and step away. You want to get away from that gun, and you put your hands up as a profession of innocence. So it could be happening in a truthful scenario if the circumstances present themselves to be that way. However, if it's just an accusation, there's really no reason for them to raise their hands and flee the situation. So now it could be something that you need to watch for some deception in there as well, because you have two signs already. They've stepped backward and they've raised their hands. So that is the beginning of a pattern in a cluster. If they've said something vocally, now that could be a third sign. If they're going toward the exit, that could be a fourth sign. So this is an easy one for you to see because it is the makings of a pattern or a cluster of behaviors. So watch out for that, and then watch for further signs of deception. If this is your first time watching these videos, I would love to have you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. It's all about detecting deception. Feel free to leave any comments on there or questions that you would have. Also, if you'd like some more information, we've got books, podcasts, blog posts, all available on SpencerKaufman.com that are dedicated to teaching you exactly what everybody is saying. Until next time.